What's up, YouTube? Sean Forney here. Going to do a quick little overview, not necessarily a review, kind of maybe a little bit, of a car that I've had for 5 months and I just haven't had time to do a video on it yet. But obviously, if you're a car guy, you know what this is behind me. It's a 2024 Acura Integra Type S. It is a fantastic daily driver, which is exactly why I bought the car. So I'm going to do a little video as to why I bought this car and a little bit of driving piece at the end of the video. I'll go over the car, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then also I'll let you take a look at the window sticker. And if you have any questions, comment below. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as usual, thank you all so much for watching. Now that summer's coming and I'm getting out of sport mode with my kids, I'm going to do some more videos. I have a Ford Raptor R 2024 I need to do a video on, do some more build progress videos on my FD. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned. All right, so here is the 2024 Acura Integra Type S. There has been plenty of videos done on this, and this came with a bunch of fanfare. These cars are spectacular at what they were trying to accomplish. So if you're somebody like me, you're a business guy, you have clients that may look at you differently, if you're driving something with the big old wing, well, obviously the Honda Civic Type R is not going to cut it. So guys like me would constantly complain, hey, we really want the Type R because it's a phenomenal car, but I want something a little less showboaty. Right? Well, here it is, 2024 Acura Integra Type S. Not only that, they got rid of the wing, but they also gave it 5 more horsepower. It's 320 horsepower. It looks good. I looked at white. I looked at the black. Obviously, I settled on this color. I really, really like it. A friend of mine has one with TE37s on it, and it's lowered, and it absolutely sits perfect. So you can see exterior view. They got a lot of black integrated with the gray. It looks perfect. The wheels look perfect. This car does have tinted windows. It also has OEM splash guards on it. Have the OEM trunk mat. You have to excuse the trunk. It's a little dirty because I've been living softball life lately. So here is the window sticker. You can see it's liquid carbon. There's not a lot of options. Most options on these cars are added at the dealer. Okay, so I got this from Ghetto Acura in Florida. And you can see they tried getting all these different things on here. Window tint, splash guards, wheel locks, cargo tray. I didn't pay for this. I paid sticker for the car. It was kind of like end of the year deal. We have had a house in Florida, so I was down there visiting the house, went and test drove one, and was able to get it at the end of the year. You can see sticker price $52,595. That's pretty much going to be the same for all Integras that you buy. The only thing that matters is if you add additional OEM options like the heated steering wheel, the illuminated emblems, stuff like that. So this particular one I settled on because while I do like red interior in cars, I didn't necessarily care for it in these. So I opted for this one. It has black. You can see it's got red in the seats, but it's also got red stitching. But overall, the cabin is nicely appointed. I really, really like the vents. I don't know what it is about them. I like them. I like the way they look. I think it's sleek. It's got a digital display. Let me get the key in here. We'll turn her on. It's got a digital display. It pops up very, very nicely. Put it in Sport Plus. Get maybe some snap, crackle, and pops out of this thing. Put it in sport mode, changes this, sport, comfort. Also quiets down the car, which is pretty nice. I always just leave it in Sport Plus. So let's see if we can get some of the... There you go, and you can also hear the turbo a little bit. All right, let's pop the hood. All right, now we're gonna take a look at what is the powering this beast. It is a K20C. I don't know if you can see it down there. K20C, 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. A little bit of carbon fiber accents there, functional air from the hood, a little bit of a hood scoop. That's what it looks like on the outside. But overall, as you can see, the outside looks really, really good. I do like the front end of this car better. I do love the headlights. I think the whole front end of the car I really like. I like the grille design. I like the intercooler design up front. I like the brake ducts over here. But I do really, really like the overall exterior design of the Integra Type S. The rear, I'm not a massive fan of 3 pipes. I think it would look cool with just 2, but I do like the black. I like the black Friends of Cole license plate as per usual. I need to get rid of that ghetto Acura sticker. For crying out loud, dealers, stop putting stickers on the cars. Ask people first. It's got badging, and you can really, really tell whenever you're coming up on an Integra Type S over a regular Integra. You know, the regular Integras aren't as wide, they're not as bubbly. You know, this isn't here, the bumper's different, side skirt's different, same thing, different front fenders. It's just wider, more aggressive. You can clearly tell that you're coming up on an Integra Type S. I don't think I've only ever seen one other of these out in the wild besides mine. But, and it is a pretty big difference if you are, you know, kind of like my Ford F-150 and my Ford F-150 Raptor R. You can clearly tell the difference. All right, let's go for a little driving video. So I'm going to do a little bit of a driving overview video. The car handles fantastic. I don't really have any complaints. One of the reviews that I watched whenever I bought this said that, hey, the car drives like it's a rear-wheel drive car. And I was like, yeah, right. It's a front-wheel drive car. You're going to have oversteer, whatever the case is. But I will agree with this statement in part. You can certainly tell it is a front-wheel drive car whenever you're in the low gears. When you're cruising in 3rd gear, going through some turns, lay into the throttle, it has enough traction that it does stick. And I'm very, very happy with how this car drives overall. Now, most of the cars that I have, I don't drive a ton, but I've had this car for 5 months, and I've already put 5,277 miles on it. So that should tell you how much I enjoy daily driving this car. You know, it checked all the boxes. I was looking for a manual transmission car to daily drive that wasn't going to break the bank, that I could put some miles on, not really care about its value. These things hold their value relatively well. I'm not going to say it's great, but they hold their value pretty well, which is one of the most important things I look for whenever I'm buying a car to drive. But overall, I mean, I think Acura, Honda nailed it with this car. I think it handles fantastic. I think it has the right sounds. It makes the right noises. I do plan on putting a Hypercross intake on it just to get some more turbo noise in the cabin. But exhaust note sounds perfect. Let's see if I can get some cracks. You can hear. Hopefully, you can hear that. There you go. So that was a 3rd gear pull from 45 to 63, 64 really, really quick. So now overall, I think driving the car, the heads-up display is short and to the point. The lane keeping system is on point. It'll pretty much drive itself and with cruise control on before it tells you to grab the wheel. Obviously, a sharp turn it's not going to do, but driving on a straight road, you can drive virtually hands-free. Obviously, you keep your hand on there and shake the wheel every once in a while. The user display is pretty intuitive. The car is intuitive with Sport Mode, Sport Plus, and then Comfort Mode. So overall, my overview of this car would be it's extremely pleasant to drive. It has just the perfect right amount of power. It handles very, very well. It does everything that they set out to make it do. My only complaint with this car, and really, and whenever I say my only complaint, it is my only complaint, is I wish it did have a little bit bigger of a fuel tank. You know, on a nice long trip, you might be able to get 270, 280 miles out of a tank. But whenever I'm going to meet with some of my clients that might be 350 or 400 miles away, and I'm having to fill up the tank, you know, I'm used to having a 30 plus gallon fuel tank in my big trucks. So I don't have to stop at the pump near as much. But again, overall, the car is super solid. Thumbs up for me. Not much to complain about. It checks all the boxes that I think it intended to do. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned. If you have any questions in particular, like, comment below, and I'll make sure I get to them. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.